Hello, my beautiful Virgos. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your Mercury Retrograde Tarot reading. For those of you who don't know, the retrograde begins on or about August 4th or 5th, depending on where you are in the world, and it will end on August 28th or 29th, again, depending on where you are in the world. During the retrograde, there will be an effect on communication, technology, travel, as well as decision making. So be clear and concise when you're speaking. And if you don't understand what someone is saying during this time, especially if they're an air sign, but all signs in particular, be sure to ask for clarification. Don't jump to assumptions. This is an ideal time where people can get a little heated because they misinterpret something. And so emotions can escalate. And before you know it, you can be arguing with someone. So be mindful of your communication. If you're sending anything, text, email, signing documents, buying anything, double, triple, quadruple check it. In respect to technology, we could see something global during the next 2 to 3 weeks, like a social media network temporarily going down, or maybe a satellite dropping off, and some type of communication issues, and in respect to using cell phones. But on a more local level, a personal level, you could see some issues with electronics, replacement, repairs, them acting a bit wonky. Maybe you're not receiving emails, or someone sends you a text message. It takes you a while to for your phone to download it. So little things like that you could be noticing. If you're traveling during this time period, there's a higher probability of delays as well as cancellations. So you want to make sure that you stay very grounded in your earth energy. And in respect to decision making, if you're needing to make a big decision at this time, or someone else is needing to make a big decision during this time that pertains to you or will affect you, you want to make sure that you understand that there could be a delay in you either making that decision or receiving that decision. So again, good time to ground yourself and practice some patience. This is a Celtic cross spread that I've kind of reconfigured in my own way for Mercury retrograde. Each section will take us through a different week of the retrograde. It'll roll us into your season, Virgo season, and then the most likely kind of final outcome, futuristic potential here will take you into Libra season. So it's a bit of an extensive read. As always, remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. That's about it. Let's begin. Oh, and this reading is for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So if it totally doesn't resonate, just check one of those other signs. And if you're not quite sure what those other signs are, pinned to the comment section will be a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all that said, now we can begin. Your overall energy, wow, love it, during Mercury retrograde is the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. If you're masculine, don't be offended. Take it as the King of Pentacles. But this is an individual who's very nurturing, abundant, working on their money, very motherly, very down to earth. Remember what I said, you have to be rooted in the earth during this time, because it can get anything from communication, technology, travel, decision making, get a little wonky on you. So very good to be grounded. So I like that you're going to maintain that energy throughout Mercury retrograde. So let's begin. You are entering the retrograde with, wow, look at that, the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. And I'm going to use a secondary deck to clarify all of these. So you're entering the retrograde as Nine of Pentacles in the upright. What you're thinking about during the retrograde, we have the Strength card. And that's what you're consciously thinking about. What you're unconsciously or thinking about in your subconscious, that's kind of like the hidden wheel well that kind of just goes round and round and round 24 hours a day. What you're constantly thinking of is the Chariot. So some of you want to move on something, move towards someone, move in a particular direction or pathway of your life. Your situation during Mercury retrograde is the Magician. Love it. And your challenge or problem during retrograde is going to be Three of Pentacles. So teamwork, could be acquiring a job or working with others. Again, we're going to clarify all of that for you. Moving into the middle portion towards the end of Mercury retrograde. So we have the beginning row here. This is the middle, and towards the end, we have Ace of Cups in the upright. I want to tell you that, and I don't want to jinx you, but a third of these decks are in the reverse. They're just kind of, I don't pick the cards that are in reverse or anything like that. It's just, it just happens while shuffling. So I love this spread. I know I just jinxed you, but I love in this spread so far that we have all upright cards. So Your external influence, person, place, or thing outside of you that is affecting you during Mercury retrograde is, oh Jesus, it's a page of swords, and it's in the reverse, literally like the first card after I said it. Don't panic. We're gonna clarify. In your hopes and fears is the Ace of Wands in the reverse, and your influence is the Nine of Wands in the reverse. I know you're all yelling like she had to say something, and your most likely outcome as you get towards Libra season is going to be the Moon card. So now let's begin to clarify what's at the bottom here. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. Okay. So this Nine of Pentacles here, which is interesting. So the Nine of Pentacles, you're entering Mercury retrograde feeling pretty comfortable, taking care of yourself, trying to find your own happiness, trying to be satisfied with who you are, what you have, your living space, where you are in life. A lot of you being single, but if you're not single, even if you're paired up or coupled, you're just feeling a bit more independent. I like the Nine of Pentacles. It's my favorite card, even though I'm an air sign. It is my favorite card out of the minor arcana portion of the deck. But let's find out, why is she here now? Why is the Nine of Pentacles in the upright here for why Virgo is entering Mercury retrograde this way? I'm not going to take the ones that are face down, but we're going to take a look. We did get this. You know what? I will take them because there are no accidents in tarot, right? So we have Seven of Wands in the upright, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, Six of Wands in the reverse, Seven of Swords in the reverse, and Four of Wands in the reverse. Well, look at you, still trying to be happy, even with everything you've gone through. That's amazing. That's real. This is an amazing energy. So leading up to Mercury retrograde, and remember, we're all on different timelines or different points of the timeline. So some of you have had issues with insecurity leading up to Mercury retrograde. Some type of discomfort. You could have encountered or dealt with an individual or a situation that made you lose trust in them, lose trust in humanity. Definitely, this could have been an upheaval in your home environment, maybe arguing with people you live with, separating from a partner, maybe having to change homes, maybe being worried about not being able to afford your home. And then you dealt with an individual here that at some point was sneaky or betrayed you or deceived you or tried to get away with something. There was definitely some type of disappointment here with family or a friend or a lover. There was something that you really wanted that you ended up like not being able to be victorious at. Again, could be in your professional, personal, romantic life. This is all leading up. So there's like this monumental loss, confusion, insecurity. Where am I going? What is this all for? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, something that you really thought was going to come through, even though it was taking too long, ended up abruptly not coming through or abruptly stopping for you. So you've been hit some hard blows. Now, for some of you, you're going to resonate with one of those, and for some of you two, and maybe for some of you all four. But you've been hit with some hard blows in terms of possibly finances or your living situation, someone deceiving you, wanting victory in a particular situation or relationship and not being able to acquire it. Something that you thought you wanted and it was taking too long ended up not coming at all. So it just, the stagnation ended up becoming a full stop. And then there you are, like Seven of Wands, like I'm still standing. It's victory through courage, even though maybe those things didn't pan out in the moment. There's victory in defeat. There's victory in that it didn't knock you down. So there is a level of success here, even though maybe those particular situations didn't pan out for you. This is courage. This is courage to stand up for yourself. This is someone holding an Ace of Wands and fighting for their Six of Wands, fighting for their victory, fighting for what they feel is rightfully theirs or what they feel they rightfully deserve. So And I'm going to apologize ahead of time for coughing because it's been raining here in the northeastern portion of the United States. It has dropped the humidity, which has allowed me to open windows. But then, like, my house is literally like filled with pollen, and all I've been doing is coughing for days now. So I'm sorry. But anyway, so some of you have been hit some really hard blows. But look at you, like, being courageous and entering Mercury retrograde, which, I mean, we're just a couple weeks away from your season, right? What is that, the 22nd this year? So just a couple of weeks away from your season, and you're walking in like you own the place. Like, literally like you own the place, regardless of everything that you've gone through. So this is a very good grounded energy. Like, you're not, you know, life's been tough, but you're not, you know that that's not your story forever. It's just, some of you are just so super grounded in, yeah, this stuff really sucked. But it's not going to knock me down. It's where I'm at now. It's not where I'm going to be forever. So I love this energy between that Queen of Pentacles in the upright and the Nine of Pentacles here. Is like, this is, you're literally walking into Mercury retrograde like, yo, I own this. So I like that for you a lot. Your situation, so that first week of Mercury retrograde, you should be feeling very good despite some struggles you've had, and those struggles could still be lingering, right? It's not like they just magically got up and disappeared. So you could still be dealing with housing issues, or a connection that didn't work out for you, or some loss where you thought there would be victory or something like that. But you're still walking in like, I'm just not going to let it knock me down. So for your first week into the retrograde, you're looking good. You're looking strong. As we're starting to move into the second week, you take that energy and you elevate it to something else. You literally become the magician, which you are, because Mercury is a ruling planet for you. I know a lot of people say the magician is Gemini, and it is, but it's also Virgo. So you start off as Virgo. You start off as grounded here. This is the second decan in Virgo, is the Nine of Pentacles, and you're just like, you're just going to upgrade yourself. Like, it's just something you're deciding to do. So why is the magician here in the upright? So your present situation, circumstance, energy, fading into week 2 now is the magician. Why is that? Please and thank you. Magician, the upright, is being clarified by Page of Wands in the reverse, Five of Cups in the reverse, and Four of Swords in the reverse. That is actually and right at the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool card. So this is actually a really, really great energy, because I think by week 2, and maybe it's because we have so much going on astrologically at this time, right before we're entering your season, I feel like anything that didn't pan out for you, or news you didn't receive, or something that didn't come through for you, you're just taking it as being frivolous. Like, all right, like it didn't happen, kind of like a no big thing, almost like a no sweat. The Five of Cups in the reverse, you're now looking for new happiness. You found acceptance with whatever didn't work out, or whomever or whatever you lost. You could also find yourself at this time looking for help from others, maybe being more open to connecting with others, forgiving yourself, forgiving people in the past. It definitely is moving on. I like this a lot for you. I like this a lot. And Four of Swords is telling me you're coming out of healing. You've gone through the healing process. You have healed the heart of the Three of Swords, the broken heart. So there's renewal now. This is renewal. It actually says it on the card: renewal and awakening, rejoining the world, rejoining the living, coming out of isolation. So I just in your overall energy, you're ready to take risks. It's time to start some new experiences, and you're ready to get out there into the world a bit more. Yeah, I like this for you a lot, even if it's just like communicating more with people online. I just feel like you're coming out of your shell, and you're using, again, all your skills, tools, resources here in the Magician to make all of that happen for you in week 2. Your challenge in week 2, though, is the Three of Pentacles. Why is the Three of Pentacles here, though, as the challenge? Three of Pentacles talks about teamwork, learning something new, collaborating. Some of you, this challenge could be getting a new job. You could find yourself at odds with someone, like unable to negotiate or you know, they always say agree to disagree. This could be a challenge, not being able to agree to disagree. So what is this all about? One more shuffle, please, and thank you. We have the King of Swords in the reverse. Yeah. Remember what I said about the air signs in the beginning. 9 of Wands in the upright and 3 of Wands in the reverse. So your challenge, oh, an 8 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, I was waiting for that one to make an energetic appearance. So it's quite possible. It's not going to be for everyone. You definitely have someone here in the second week while you're feeling good. You're going to let bygones be bygones. You're ready for some new experiences. You're healing. You will have an individual that will be challenging. It'll be challenging for you to work with this person. So whether it's a roommate, it's a friend, it's a family member, a new boss, a past lover. You know, Mercury retrograde, they do say brings people back from the dead. You've heard me say that before. It doesn't have to be a former flame. It could be a former friend that you had a falling out with 3 years ago. Maybe they come back around now. Could be a family member you disconnected with. You know, it's different for all of us. But this person is a King of Swords in the reverse. So this is someone who is deceptive, manipulative. Their words can be very cutting. Remember what I said about the effect that the retrograde has on communication. And I think I had said, particularly if you're dealing with an air sign, well, here's your air sign. So it seems that you do have an air sign within the second week of retrograde who you're going to disagree with, or you're going to have a hard time collaborating with this person. This person's going to make you feel very defensive, 9 of Wands. You're going to need a good amount of strength to deal with this person. I have not been clarifying the clarifiers, but I'm curious to know a little bit more about that King of Swords in the reverse. But yes, she will leave you very defensive. You're going to feel like you don't know what to do. 3 of Wands in the reverse, like inconsistent, or this person could be inconsistent with you. Again, being an air sign, they might be a bit erratic during this time. So if this is someone you work with in the morning, they're saying like, good morning, how are you? How was your weekend? And then like 2 hours later, you bump into them in the hallway or wherever again, you try talking to them again. It's like they have a totally different personality. You're like, you might think like, oh my God, are they bipolar? Or do they have multiple personalities? It's that type of inconsistent communication, inconsistency in their personality. I think this person's going to leave you really disappointed in them. And I think some of you are going to feel like at a loss, like, well, what happened? We were getting along so well. So for some of you, it's a past person coming back around. But for others of you, it could just be a new person, particularly in your work environment or something associated with work, maybe even, sorry, or maybe even like a group project you're working on, friend circle. But this person is a bit nasty with you. Let's find out why. Tell me more about this King of Swords in the reverse now for the Virgo collective for the second week of Mercury retrograde. Card actually says on it, deceptive, malicious man, but I mean, could very well be a woman. Why is the King of Swords in the reverse here? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. King of Swords in reverse being clarified by High Priestess in the reverse. Ace of Cups in the upright. Fool in the reverse. For some of you, this is a past love. Be mindful. 5 of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So the King of Swords in the reverse is clarified by the High Priestess in the reverse, which talks about someone having hidden intentions, talks about someone maybe being lazy. So if this is someone you're working with, or just working with, doesn't have to be like at work, like on any project. You could find them to be lazy, like they're not pulling their weight. And then if you say something to them, they can get really cold and cutting. And you'll be very disappointed in the things that they say to you. For others of you, this is a past person. Just be mindful, small percentage of you, it's a past person for whatever reason, takes a foolish risk to contact you regarding matters of the heart. and it ends up being very nasty to you. So I don't know if some of you will reject this person. Maybe you don't respond to the text, and then the next thing you get is like a nasty voicemail. I mean, it could be something like that. But regardless, you have a person in the second week of Mercury retrograde. You're trying to work on something with them or work through something with them. And I feel like the moment you either criticize this person or you ask them to pull their weight, they become a different personality. They become this King of Swords. It's almost like a Jekyll and Hyde kind of feeling here, like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. So just be mindful that some of you will be encountering a person like that. And for a small percentage of you, it'll be a past person that you had a romantic relationship with and they're just acting foolishly. Fool card in the reverse. But for others of you, it's someone that you're working on some sort of project with. In your consciousness, what you're thinking about a lot during the retrograde period is strength. Why is the strength card here? Oh, wrong deck. Sorry. Why is the strength card here for the Virgo collective for Mercury retrograde? Why are they thinking about strength? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Strength in the upright is being clarified by 8 of Swords in the upright. So that's really all you're thinking about. 3 of Pentacles again. 2 different decks. So I think this person is really going to affect you mentally during the retrograde. 5 of Pentacles in the upright, bottom of the deck. 8 of Cups again, this time in the upright. So I feel for a lot of you, it is a past person. I hate to tell you that, but it doesn't have to be a past lover. It could be, like I said, a friend, family member you disconnected from, former coworker, something like that. But I feel like you have a real inability to work with this person, whoever this King/Queen of Swords is, because we have, you know, the 3 of Pentacles of card here is twice. This is your challenge, and this is also what you're thinking about constantly. For others of you, it's a financial concern. So I want you to take these messages how they resonate. If you don't currently have financial issues, then it's the person from the past or a new person that's going to give you a difficult time while you're trying to work with them on something. For those of you who are having financial issues already at the time of this reading, then this is what you're thinking about during Mercury retrograde. A lot of like negative thoughts about like, how can I find a job? You're dealing with the bills are piling up. You don't know where you're going to pay the next, electricity bill from. You don't know how you're going to put food on your table. Definitely feeling lack, maybe feeling like you're not good enough. There's definitely a card of like unemployment, feeling helpless when it comes to your finances. So this is you constantly thinking like, I need the strength to get through this, or I need the courage to get through this, maybe even the courage to ask someone for help. 3 of Pentacles could be you going and asking someone for a loan or asking someone to help you out financially. I'm going to do something I have not done before. Every other sign is going to get mad at me. Where is my After Tarot deck? I've been meaning to do a reading with this deck that I got for Christmas. I love the deck. It's the After Tarot deck. It's like, if I do this, what then happens? The pictures are different. The meanings on the card have a little bit different of a meaning. I just want to see in this financial issue that you're all so worried about. I just want to see how that pans out in particular for you. I don't know why, I just felt the need to do it. So if this is a financial issue that you're worried about, 8 of Swords in the upright, 3 of Pentacles in the upright, and 5 of Pentacles. Give me most likely outcome for Virgo by the end of Mercury retrograde. Okay. Most likely outcome. Celebration, Hierophant, Queen of Swords in the upright. Queen of Swords is in a job reading, in a financial reading. That's someone sitting on their throne of a job, a managerial position, a position of stature, possibly getting a job in communications. And the communication could be like being a receptionist or being an admin assistant, like being on the phones a lot, being a dispatcher, any type of clerk, cashier work, working with money, because the Queen of Swords is very honest, very truthful, banking, finances. So there is a job coming in. For those of you, there's a celebration here, and there's a job within an institution. So again, working for a bank, working for a larger corporation, even if it's like being a cashier at Target. Sorry for those of you who don't know what Target is. It's just a retail store where you can buy a bunch of beautiful crap made in China. No offense to China. I shop there all the time. Not China, I mean Target. But yeah, this is just working for the higher fit in this respect. Would be like an institution, like banking institution, a well-known store like a Walmart or something like that. Well-known bank, like more like a globally known or something very well-known in your country, not a mom and pop shop. But this is celebration. So I just want to know, for those of you entering Mercury retrograde, feeling like you're in financial lack, not knowing how you're going to pay your bills, I wanted to know how you're going to end Mercury retrograde. And I do see you holding a position within some sort of institution, like a name brand company or something like that, and having a job. This is the having the job card. So it's an honest, truthful way of making a living, the Queen of Swords. So for those of you entering Mercury retrograde, worried about your finances, continue to put out your resumes, continue to put out your, fill out your applications, use Indeed, use LinkedIn. Don't be afraid to use technology to get a job. Don't be afraid to use a recruiter. Queen or King of Swords could also be a recruiter. So if you have to go to like a temp placement agency or just a job placement agency, like don't be afraid to do that either in order to land a job. But I feel like if you do utilize all those tools and all those skills, you end Mercury retrograde with a job. 3 cups, 3 weeks, by the end of Mercury retrograde, you have a job. You are celebrating. So don't be afraid to use all the skills and tools. Remember, you're the magician by that second week. So, I mean, you're the magician all the time. Don't be afraid to use all those skills in order to apply for jobs. And then I do believe that if you do put that great effort in, you're closing out Mercury retrograde with a job. Yeah, look, you're cutting yourself free. I love it because the first clarifier here was the 8 of Swords. And so when you get, you just have to cut yourself free from the negative thoughts. Maybe enlist, like I said, the help of a friend. And that friend could be, yes, a friend of yours that you're networking through to get a job, but that also could be someone cutting you free from the negative thoughts, like a recruiter, job placement agency. So I love the After Tarot deck because it's like the what if, like what happens next. Collaborate with someone that will help like ease your fears. This could just be even a friend you talk to or you confide in, therapist, whatever. But definitely work with someone here to try to alleviate your negative thoughts. And don't be afraid to use a recruiter or some type of placement agency to find a job. And that might also be what that institution card there is as well. That Hierophant card is like you can go to a place, give them your resume, and then they'll help you find a job. They'll place you in a job that you match for. It's sort of like what dating apps are now for us, right? That's what a placement agency is in respect to jobs. It's finding the perfect match, candidate to job and job to candidate. So don't be afraid to do that. It'll enable you to cut free or break free from the negative thoughts of your financial woes. Your financial woes. Yes, your 8 of Pentacles, which is the card of work, starting as an apprentice and becoming a master. So for those of you, excuse me, I'm glad I was able to clarify that. For those of you with those financial concerns, use those resources and skills. Walk away from what's not working and try to think outside of the box to find a job. If you're able to do that, you do land a job by the end of Mercury retrograde. Chariot. In your subconscious, you want to go, go, go. You want to move on something, or you want the willpower. You want victory in something here. Why is the Chariot in the unconscious here or subconscious for the Virgo collective? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. We have Queen of Swords again. Different deck now, right? Because I've used 3 decks now for you. So Queen of Swords in the upright, Ace of Swords in the upright, Nine of Swords in the reverse, if you're going to get that card, may as well be in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, the Moon, which is sort of how we end up by Libra season. So you want to move forward. You want to move forward in life. You want to move forward with a job. You want to move forward on your finances. You want to move forward in love. You just want to move. Some of you have sat still for so long because something hasn't worked out for you. You haven't had the finances. Maybe you don't have a large family, or you do, but you no longer talk to them. You could feel a bit alone in the world. The Queen of Swords, I usually see when she's alone on the table, a divorcee, like if it's not a love reading. So, you know, you could be someone who's had a divorce, or a divorcee, whatever, male or female, but maybe you're finding yourself a little alone in the world. You've been a bit stagnant, been a bit still, maybe a little too Queen of Pentacles, right? Maybe a little too grounded, afraid to go out, doing a lot of healing. And I feel like there's a burning desire in your subconscious. You want to go, like you want to move. This is someone who is thinking clearly. They know what they want. They want to move forward. This is not a queen who sits still. Then you have the Ace of Swords. This is new plans, breakthroughs, victories. This is having the clarity of mind. And I love it that it comes with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, because this is now patience, faith, hope. No longer having insomnia, no longer having those, I mean, is life perfectly grand and the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow right now? No. But you know that you're getting there, or you know the possibility is there. You're no longer keeping the negative thoughts. Those negative thoughts are no longer keeping you up at night, so you're not dealing with like insomnia or maybe depression anymore. I like this. This is like, you know that, oh, my recovery or my road might be long, but the rewards will be great. Like, this is definitely a Virgo collective that's feeling better in the second week of Mercury retrograde, really on top of your game, except for that one blip with that one jerk, who for some of you is a past person that you're going to have to contend with. For others of you, it's just someone in your work or family or friend environment that's going to be, you know, a bit of a jerk while you're trying to cooperate with, and you're trying to make the effort, right, to collaborate with them, and they're going to say some things that disappoint you. But other than that, so far, we're ending week 2 really, really good. Make sure, I want to go back to that financing, make sure you're truly using all of your skills, tools, resources to land a job, because if you do that, you do have victory there. Let's keep going. We get into the third week now. We have the Ace of Cups in the upright. Love, self-love. Maybe some of you ready for new love. What is this all about? Or you could just be having overwhelming emotion about a particular situation. Maybe because you land a job. I don't know. Tell me more about Ace of Cups in the upright for the Virgo collective for week 3 of the retrograde. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Ace of Cups in the upright being clarified by King of Pentacles. Well, well. And you're sitting here, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Tell me more. Knight of Swords in the reverse. The Tower. Bottom of the deck, Six of Cups in the upright. 5 of Wands in the upright. 7 of Cups in the upright. Oh, 8 of Pentacles right behind there. Well, I'm just going to put it out there for those of you who have recently started a job, or you're going to start a job in Mercury retrograde. You may find your boss or someone at work to be attractive. Please do not, well, I'm not going to say not to engage in an affair, but if you do, it's going to end up being disastrous for you very quickly. So if you just land a job and you find someone there very attractive, whether they're single or not, and they might very well be a soulmate or a soul bond connection, or someone you're going to feel instantly attracted to and you're going to instantly connect with, and then you're ready for love, and here comes this solid, sturdy person. They could be an earth sign like you. There's a tower moment here with this person. I feel like this is more like a warning, but I'm going to clarify this further for you. If you meet this individual, because in this deck, this is like a mature business person. Could be like a business owner. This is someone who works in finance. I like a man in finance, but I feel like I'm looking for a man in finance. But Yeah, this is someone who likes the good love, the good life, power, control. You might, ladies, I'm particularly speaking to you, or masculines, if you're, into other masculines, that's fine. This is I'm pulling a very strong masculine energy here with King of Pentacles in the upright, Knight of Swords in the reverse, and even the Tower is a masculine energy. So I'm feeling for you ladies that start a new job. You might find your boss or a higher up there to be very attractive. I would say cool your jets. That's my advice, because I think it's going to be disastrous very quickly, and you don't want it to affect your new job. So that's a little side note for some of you. For others of you, you have this earth sign who is, again, it's someone that you love, or you have the potential of loving them. So if you're currently partnered, this is your partner. If you're currently single, this is a new person you're meeting. For some of you, it'll be through your work. Doesn't necessarily have to be. But I feel like there's a tower moment with this person. There's a sudden change with this person. And the Knight of Swords in the reverse tells me this person's going to speak very erratically. This is someone who can upset you by the tone of voice they use, or you might find them to behave in an out of control way. Let's clarify this. Clarify the Tower. Let's first clarify the Tower. I'm going to shuffle that one more time for you. Clarify the Tower, please, here for the Virgo Collective for week 3 of the retrograde. Please clarify the Tower. Tower in the upright is clarified by 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, Death in the upright, bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups, 7 of Cups, and again, 8 of Pentacles. For a lot of you, this is through your workplace. Just be mindful. Not for all. For some of you, if you're single, you might meet someone through the workplace. Be very mindful. This person could be juggling you with other people. This person can be very deceptive. This individual could be very possessive. So this is like an individual where they have options, or they might be married or something like that. And you can't date anyone else. It's like a one-sided open relationship. I feel like this is more like a warning for you. If you're meeting someone new, whether some of you in the workplace, some of you not. But I feel like what's attracting you to this person is they're grounded and stable, and they're mature, and they have a good job, or they have a good position within a company. Some of them very well could be in finance, but this is someone that you look up to, or you might feel like they're out of your league. But the fact is that this person is juggling a lot, possibly a lot of cups here with that 7 of Cups card. And I feel like there's a Tower moment here. I almost feel like this is predictive for you, that if you get involved with this person, they end up becoming very obsessive. It becomes a one-sided open relationship where they can see other people and you can't see anyone but them. So I almost feel like you need to put an end to that before you even start anything. Just if it's at work, just keep it work-based. If it's within a friend group or something, just keep it friendly, if you don't want to lose the friendship or something like that. But this is like player type energy, but it's player type energy with money and with status. And that might be very appealing to a lot of you, that you might feel like this person's out of your league, and wow, they're looking at me, they want me. And they don't just want you, honey. They want you and 6 other people. So just be mindful of that. Meeting any new people in the 3rd week of Mercury retrograde, particularly at the workplace, or someone that you find to be a little out of your league, be a little hesitant to go all in on your heart, because I feel like it's going to end up in a Tower moment for you. For those of you that are coupled, for those of you that are currently coupled, not waiting for someone to come back, you're with someone, you can call him or her right now, or you live with them, you're coupled at this time, I do foresee, unfortunately, an issue that you're going to have with this individual. It looks like an argument, a pretty bad argument over money. You might question something that your person purchased, because you might find like the bank account or checking account is out of balance. And you might want to know why this person made such a poor financial decision and spent this money. Two of Pentacles in the reverse, they overspent on something they shouldn't have. Four of Pentacles in the reverse, they were very well, this could be about affairs. So you could find out, and if you don't have a troubled marriage or a troubled relationship, then it's not for you. But you very well could find out that your person's spending money on you're going to find out your person's spending money on other things. And for a small percentage of you, that other thing is going to be an other person or other people. Possibly a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, which seems to be some sort of fantasy. Like this person fulfills a fantasy for your person. So just be mindful of that. A couple of mixed messages there. But for those of you who are single, Ace of Cups being singular, looks like you are encountering someone in the third week who's going to look good, have a lot of money, appear to be very stable. You might feel like they're out of your league or they're too good for you. The fact is the person is a player. They might expect you to be dedicated to them while they get to play the field. I feel like in that respect, this is a little advice for you to steer clear of this person. It's not going to go anywhere. The Tower to the Death card, relationship's not going to go anywhere. For those of you that are currently partnered, and there's going to be a Tower moment, a realization when you look at your bank account that your person spent money on something or someone that really throws your finances into disarray, I want to say. This was a very poor financial decision on your person's part. And for a very, very small percentage of you, what they spent money on is another person. Someone who fulfills their fantasies. I don't know if this is like a prostitute. I'm getting some really weird messages that I've hardly ever get in a tarot reading. So I almost feel like it's a for hire intimate encounter. I'll leave it clean like that. And in that respect, I think some of you are leaving the relationship. I don't know if you're going to come back in the future. We're just looking from now until August 28th, 29th, but some of you are going to liberate yourself or use that as the excuse to liberate yourself from a relationship that's already been failing. Lots of messages there. I'm sorry. Let's move into Virgo season now. Page of Swords in the reverse is an external influence. This is an individual who's all talk, no action. Could be a child, doesn't have to be. But this is someone who promises one thing and either delivers something else or doesn't deliver anything at all. This is affecting you at the time of you entering Virgo season. Why is the Page of Swords here in the reverse for an external factor as we head into Virgo season? One more shuffle, please, and thank you. Page of Swords in the reverse is clarified by King of Cups in the upright, Strength card in the upright, and the World card in the reverse. Well, you're not going to have to worry about that for long. Eight of Wands. So I feel for some of you as you're getting closer to your season, and it may be I feel for a lot of you, this is a person from the past, maybe calling to communication, like maybe wish you happy birthday for your birthday, something like that. The World card to a Page card for me sometimes could signify like a birthday card, like a renewal, like when you were a child, you were born. So I feel like it's quite possible some of you get a phone call from this individual just as you're entering your birthday season. That's your external influence. So that's something that you may have to contend with right around that August 22nd, August 23rd date. It's someone you've closed out a chapter with that World card. You've been kind of done with them, but there's some incoming communication from that person. And like I said, for a lot of you, it's to wish you a happy birthday, especially for those of you, if your birthday is like within that first week of Virgo season. That's what I'm feeling here. Someone's using that as an excuse to reach out to you. Your hope and fear is the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Why the Ace of Wands in the reverse, though, as a hope and fear? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Ace of Wands in the reverse as a hope of fear is Two of Wands in the upright, Two of Swords in the upright, 2 of Cups in the upright, 222. Look up that angel number, 222. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, 5 of Wands, Page of Swords again in the upright. Very interesting, excuse me, to have the Ace of Wands as a hope and fear, even though it's in the reverse. It is the creative new beginning, a passionate new beginning, whether in love, whether in work. You're hoping for one, and yet you're afraid of one. You're hoping for a passionate new beginning, whether it's in your professional, personal, or romantic life. But if you get it, you're going to have to make a decision, 222, to really let go of someone from the past and move forward with this new person. So some of you want a brand new beginning, but you're afraid that that brand new beginning may come with you having to release someone from the past. For others of you, you want a new beginning, but you're afraid of a new beginning because you're afraid that a new relationship will end like the past relationship did. So you're almost blocking yourself, 2 of Swords. You're like blocking yourself, whether you realize it or not, from receiving this. So for those of you who you are ready, you do want to meet someone, not this idiot that's coming into your life in the 3rd week. We're waiting for the Emperor Empress that we keep seeing in your readings. Man, maybe they'll show up here at the Moon card, what you don't see coming. But that Ace of Wands in the reverse there, it's like you do want a passionate new beginning, but you're afraid. For some of you, it means you have to let go of a past person officially, like in your heart, in order to move on with a new person. For others of you, you're afraid that a new person, any new person, can hurt you like the past person did. 9 of Wands in the reverse. This is your influence now as you're entering Virgo season. Why the 9 of Wands in the reverse? Maybe you're giving up on the fear by then. Let's see. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. This is being clarified by the Star card in the upright. Oh, yeah. 8 of Pentacles in the upright. 7 of Cups in the upright. You'll be ready. You'll be ready. Maybe throughout Mercury retrograde, you're still worried about, well, if I meet someone new, that means it's officially over. You have to admit that this didn't work out and they're not coming back. And if they are coming back, it's not going to work out, right? So it's like, I want a new beginning, but I'm afraid it'll officially mean it's over with the past person. And others of you just don't want someone else to screw you over, but you're going to let it go by the time you get into the 1st week of Virgo season. This talks 9 of Wands in reverse is like you're giving up, you're done. You're giving up your fears, you're giving up the burdens, you're no longer resisting. There's no longer any resistance here. You're healing, you're working hard at your healing, and now you're ready for choices. This is the fantasy card in this deck, 7 of Cups. So the Star card to the 8 of Pentacles in the upright to the 7 of Cups, it's like you're going to be more interested now in working on getting yourself out there to meet people. So I like this a lot for you. And then by the time we are starting to wind down Virgo season and move into Libra season, we have the Moon card. This is something you don't see coming. I think you're the only sign that has received the Moon card for the Libra season. Yeah. So why is the Moon card here? What does Virgo not see coming as they're entering Libra season? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Excuse me. Holy shit bonkers. The 10 of Cups is what you don't see coming. 8 of Wands in the upright. Excuse me. Queen of Cups in the upright. Bottom of the deck, Hangman to the Hermit to the Queen of Wands. Is actually someone who is spiritual, I want to say, or they've done some healing work, some introspection. This is someone you're going to find to be very emotionally, emotionally balanced. This is someone who's really going to know themselves. This is someone who's very wise. Hangman to the Hermit is a very wise individual. This is someone, they could be an earth sign, but I feel like they're just going to be, they could be another Virgo actually. But I just feel like this is someone that's not erratic. They don't, they're a fire sign. There's a Queen of Wands right behind there. So, I mean, you're going to find them sexy and they're going to be attractive and all that good stuff that you want. But they're like a very grown-up version of the King or Queen of Wands, because they are so emotionally balanced, because they do suspend themselves before making a decision. This isn't someone who's childish or arrogant or erratic or anything like that. This is someone capable of unconditional love. This is someone who's intuitive. They have great empathy. They're very sensitive. This is a person with deep feelings, whether it's masculine or feminine energy. I mean, I got two masculine energies here and a feminine energy. So it's a very well-balanced person. It's someone who can be nurturing. It's someone who, it's someone who's ready to love unconditionally. I could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces, but it's going to come in fast. If you're not on a dating app, I'd get on a dating app to meet this person with that communication card, because I feel that's what brings the two of you together. It's what you don't see coming. So if you really feel you're ready for love, Virgo, I would put myself out there on like Facebook dating, although I've used it in the past and it's a crap way to meet people, I'll be honest with you. But you know, there are a lot of lesser expensive options on there. But yeah, I would get out there and meet people, because you have your 10 of Cups is what you don't see coming as you're winding down your birthday season and moving into Libra season. I was not expecting that at all. That is awesome. Let me give you some signs you're dealing with. We're almost at the 1 hour mark. I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time, but I love your readings, and I went a little extra with that other thing, but that's okay. Before I grab you some advice cards, I just want to tell you some people you could be dealing with. So you're starting off the month very strong in your power, right, with this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn card. So that's you, my friend. What manifesting again, Virgo, this is you. That person that might be giving you difficulty could be a Pisces, could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. In terms of your finances, new boss could be a Taurus, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Leo. I would also have Cancer here, as well as Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But that was more about like how you're feeling, right? That was in your subconsciousness. This person that's going to come into your life that I feel is just not a very nice person. Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like that's the person you're going to feel is above your grade and might like try to take advantage of you. The external influence, this outside person, I don't think they're in your life very long. I think they come in as a blip. It's someone you've already closed the door on. It's someone you find to be immature. All talk, no action. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a Leo. But either way, I don't think that they're leaving a huge mark during the retrograde. I just think they'll use your birthday to contact you. And then in terms of your hopes and fears, nothing here. That was just how you felt. I have no people cards there. Your influence, we have Aquarius, which is healing. I like that a lot for you. Maybe some of you are seeing a therapist or will be seeing a therapist in Virgo season to help you heal. And then it looks like the 10 of Cups is headed your way. I have Pisces here, as well as Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And then Virgo again with that Hermit card. So I'm loving this for you guys, you gals. Let's get you advice here. I believe this is the Mindful Info Oracle deck. Additional information or advice for the Virgo collective for Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde. I'm an air sign. I'm having difficulty getting the words out. Okay, what do we have for you? Jump in. I love it. I feel like with that Chariot card, some of you just want to move on something. You're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way or the perfect way. Sometimes you have to take that leap anyway. And this is that time. So again, for a job, Try to network a little bit more, or like use some type of placement agency, job placement agency. Go to a job fair, career fair. A lot of them are online now. You don't even have to go in person. So definitely look into stuff like that. Be careful not jumping in too quickly with that possibly married or attached person that you're going to meet in the 3rd week. And then jump right into that 10 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, change. You're being asked to change a part of yourself that no longer feels like the person you've become or are becoming. Change isn't always easy, but letting go of this outdated part of yourself will allow you to align with your true self. I think we saw that in your hopes and fears about being afraid of love, because it means you're going to have to officially let go of someone else. But that might be the change that is required, like the energetic unhooking almost of getting that person out of your energy so you can confidently change your love life. Let's get you a Moonology card now, please, for the Virgo Collective. Moonology messages for Virgo. Thank you. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. Like that. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Love it. Love these messages. Anything else for the Virgo Collective? That's all we have. Bottom of the deck. A new start is coming. The new moon. Love, love, love it. And final messages for you, my friends. Closing message for the Virgo Collective. Please and thank you. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have Soul Flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. That's what a lot of people call the twin flame now. They call it a soul flame. I do think a lot of you are finding that person by the time you get to Libra season. And you have soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Yeah, I think you do. I think you've gone through hell. I think you know what healthy love is and what not healthy love is. And I think your life is about to expand just as we're on the precipice of your season. You have one of the better Mercury retrograde readings, I will say. You don't have anyone really coming in and wreaking any havoc. You have the potential to network and have employment opportunity. There's financial stability coming. You've got one jerk you're dealing with. I think you can handle it, no problem. Work through those hopes and fears of a passionate new beginning. But other than that, you really have a great outcome. So you got an easy breezy Mercury retrograde here. Just remember to stay grounded. That's all you have to do, my friend. If you like this message and it resonated with you, or you found it fun, entertaining, or enlightening, want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Virgo, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.